So what is interceptor? This example, మన application రన్ అవుతుంది ఒక సర్వర్లో. ఓకేనా, ఒక టామ్కా సర్వర్, జేబా సర్వర్, ఎవ్లాజ్ సర్వర్, సమ్ సర్వర్లో మన అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, జస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ సర్వర్ నేమ్ టామ్కా అనుకోండి. ఓకే, ఇందులో మన అప్లికేషన్ నేమ్ మేబీ సంథింగ్ హైబర్నెట్ అప్లికేషన్, స్ప్రింగ్ MVC అప్లికేషన్ సంథింగ్ రన్ అవుతుంది. రియల్ టైంలో మేబీ SBI బ్యాంకింగ్, ఇన్సూరెన్స్, ఎనీ ప్రాజెక్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఇందులో రన్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఇది అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవుతుంది. జస్ట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు చెక్ హౌ మెనీ రిక్వెస్ట్ కమింగ్ ఫర్ ద ఎవ్రీ అవర్. ఓకే, లేకుంటే ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్, ఒక లాగిన్ రిక్వెస్ట్, లేదా ఒక ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ రిక్వెస్ట్, బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎంక్వైరీ రిక్వెస్ట్, ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ రిక్వెస్ట్ హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ ఇట్ టేకింగ్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ బ్రౌజరు ఒక ఎండ్ యూజర్ వచ్చేసి రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటాడు. ఓకే, ఎండ్ యూజర్ యూజింగ్ అవర్ అప్లికేషన్ and our application giving response back to user. Okay, so this I want to give one request, that may be login request or balance inquiry request, whatever. I give one request and I got a response also. So as a developer, request and response. As a developer or admin, okay, I want to know performance of this application. How much time it is taking for each request. Okay, in the world there is no only one user, right? There will be multiple users, number of users, maybe in terms of lakhs and crores also. How many people are accessing Facebook daily? Okay, they want to know how much time taking for each request. How to track that? For that, we can use some concepts in the servlet, that is filter concept. In the Spring, we can use a interceptor. Filter or interceptor, nearly both are same, functionality is same, very minor difference. So here I am going to discuss about interceptor. What is the purpose of interceptor? How to implement? We'll see one simple example in today's class. So interceptor concept basically used whenever you want to track for each request. So it will be executed, interceptor concept will be executed for every request before starting, okay, and after completion of the request. Before starting, one logic will be executed. After starting, some logic will be executed. Example, once a request is entered into our application, the logic 1 will be executed. Once the request is completed, response generated, it will execute logic 2. Okay, this logic 1 and logic 2 will place into one simple class. Okay, that will be executed automatically by Spring by using interceptor. That concept you can call as a interceptor. Okay, here simple I will put one gatekeeper kind of thing. Actually, interceptor is a part of inside application. That's why I'm writing here. So here I'll put one gatekeeper. Whenever a request comes, he will track the time when it is received. Okay, whenever request is completed, he will track the time, and he will do difference, and the difference will be how much time taken for each request and response. One request and response. Okay, and this is our interceptor. So on top of that, if I want to check if any request taking more than 5 seconds, or if any request taking more than 10 seconds, I want to raise one alert. I want to send an email to the admin team. So that type of activity I can do with by using this kind of approach. So how to implement interceptor? So first, what is interceptor? We want to execute some logic before each request and after response generated for each request. Okay, we can use interceptor. Okay, how to implement that? This I have a simple example. This is same Spring MVC based application. How to confirm that? We can see SRC main web app. Web app means web-based applications. Mainly web-based applications only have the web app folder. Web app, web from JSS file, whatever. Okay. In that POM, nothing special. Spring MVC I added and servlet. This is for the supporting purpose. Okay. Scope is provided means it is not required runtime. Only at a compile time is required. Okay. Provided means already there in server, already there in some place, so that just use in the compile time only. This is anyway very common servlet API, and apart from that, only I have a Spring MVC, not much. Then go for code. Configurations, just check the configuration. For every Spring application, Spring MVC based applications, we need one view resolver. Okay, we need one view resolver and one more dispatcher servlet. This already I told, and one controller. Okay. Can someone tell what is Spring MVC flow? Quickly, what are different components involved in the MVC flow? MVC flow very important question. Interview కట్టండి ఎవరైనా కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఆ 6 points బట్టి కొట్టుకోండి. అర్థం కాకపోయినా అర్థమైనా కూడా. So what is Spring MVC flow? Okay, just revise concepts. Okay. Spring MVC flow, I am not going to discuss again. So for every request, it will follow MVC flow. First it is a dispatch servlet, DS, then go for the handler mapping, then go for the view resolver, then go for the view and include the response, send back to the client. Just only 4 steps. Okay. Here I have one simple URL request mapping to login URL. Okay. Whenever hit a login URL, this method will be executed. This method returns it is not returning model and view. Okay. I don't have any model data. I have only view. So if I don't have model data, I have only view, static view. Okay. Static response. Then I can directly write the view name here. Otherwise, second approach is we can create model and view. Model on view, MVC equal to new model on view. Okay, here set MVC dot set view name right here home. Okay, so this implementation and previous one both are same. Why both are same? Here I have only view name. I don't have any model data. That view name I'm putting into model and view. That model and view I will return back from the client, from the controller. Okay. If I don't have model data, I know only view name. Directly I can write that view name here. Okay. Any approach is fine. So next one is I have one controller. Okay, home controller. Then go for the interceptor. How do you create interceptor? This is the approach. Okay, take a class, any class. Okay, implement handler interceptor. If we implement our class with a handler interceptor, then Spring MVC know these methods automatically call. Spring MVC will call automatically. We know to call. When it will call, every time for every request, before request received, once request issued, once the response is generated. Okay, see the methods here in the interceptor. What are methods are there? Pre-handle. Pre-handle. That means pre means what? Before. Before handle request. Okay, before request will send to the dispatcher servlet, it will call pre-handle method. Once the dispatcher servlet will call handler mapping, view resolver, include response. Immediately after sending response to the client, it will call post handle. Okay. Once the client received that response, it will then call after completion method. Okay, here try to understand where interceptor will be involved. I'll try to show in Google directly. Interceptor. See this diagram. For every request, interceptor will be called pre-handle. But then number 3, it will go for controller or controller. Once the controller completes the flow, MVC flow, then it will call the post handle. Once the view generated, send back to the client, immediately call the after completion. After completion means request response is completed. Okay, and this interceptor is a part of our Spring only. Okay, it is a part of our Spring only. See the package name also, handler interceptor, or this Spring framework web servlet. Okay, again I'm repeating, pre-handle, it will be executed whenever request received to our application. Then our controller will be called in MVC flow. After once the control is completed, response is generated, it will call the post handle method. Then the response will be sent to the client, immediately it will call the after completion. Then here tell me, in the pre-handle, once the request is received, what I'm doing? Taking current timestamp, system.current milliseconds. Current milliseconds will give timestamp in the number format. Epoch milliseconds. You know epoch milliseconds? So what is the time right now? (7:34) January 30, 2023. Same time we can represent in a one long format, epoch format. This is the current time. This is the current time in terms of epoch seconds. Okay, we can call it epoch seconds. So this system dot current times in milliseconds, it will give the epoch time. Then that I'm setting into an attribute, request attribute, that is okay, fine. Then immediately here I'm printing data in console, the time. Then after that, it is called the home controller. Login request, just is returning some data. Just before return, I'll use some thread.sleep. What is thread.sleep? What is thread.sleep? Okay, so thread.sleep, this will sleep the sometime. This method will wait for some time to complete the code. Okay, first controller will print it, then don't execute 5 seconds. 1000 means 1 second. 1000 milliseconds means 1 second into 5. Totally 5000 milliseconds. 5000 means 5 seconds. Wait 5 seconds, then return the response. Okay, after response generated, it will call post handle method. The what are arguments for the post handle? Request, response, object handler, and a model view. What are model view returning back? Okay. After the request is generated, response generated, I am again taking the current time. Okay, and whatever the previous time it is set into request object, I'm setting to start time and end time. The difference I'm taking. What is start time? Once the request is received to application. What is end time? Once the request is completed the response. Okay, taking the difference. That difference we are setting into or printing into some page like that. Okay, what page I'm returning? It is a JSP page. JSP page, home page. In the home page, just I'm printing the welcome to JSP. Okay, just run this application and see output. Then we can discuss again. So to trigger this URL, what I have to, or what URL I have to send? http:// localhost 8080 at some port number. Okay, after application name, after port number, it is application name. Then immediately it is what is your name? Login. So if I send this request, first it will reach the interceptor. Okay, interceptor is handle interceptor. It is implemented. So here it will call pre-handle method. In the pre-handle method, just I am taking the current time and setting into request object. Again, it will go for the dispatch servlet, view resolver, home controller, view response back. The response generated. After that, immediately it will call post handle. Okay, in the post handle, I'm taking the whatever start time I mentioned previously on end time, current time difference. Okay, that difference I'm taking into or model view or printing into console. Okay, execution time is this one. Now trigger this request. Login. See the console. This is the start time. Wait. I have another interceptor. Just commented that. Reload. Okay, again give request. Start time. Why it first printed start time? Still reloading. Start time here. The printing start time when it is 1940 12 seconds. Okay, then controller returns to home controller. Okay, then wait 5 seconds. Okay, then go return a home page as a response. After that, it is telling after completion. Okay, after completion, it is telling 1940 17 seconds. Why difference? 1940 12, 1940 17. What is the 5 seconds? Is waited in the controller. Okay, finally we got a time, execution time taken 5026 milliseconds. That means 5 seconds something. Okay, if you want to track like this, how much time taken for each request, we can use the interceptor. So interceptor, how to create? Take a class, implement handler interceptor, and override these 3 methods. Okay, override these 3 methods. Then override these 3 methods, and also we have to do one more thing. In the configuration class, we have to override this method, maybe extending web configure adapter. Okay, extend web configure adapter, override add interceptor. In the add interceptor, we have to register interceptor. Okay, I registered user request time controller on admin request time user request time interceptor, admin request time interceptor. These both interceptors we registered. So for every request, these 2 will be called. Okay, go to that admin request time interceptor. This also same logic. Just before request, will call pre-controller. After request completed, response generator, post handle method, then after completion method. Okay, now I am going to open this or maybe uncomment this. Okay, start time in admin request. Okay, just I uncommented all the SOPs. Here totally I have 2 interceptors. Then which interceptor will call first, which interceptor call next. Okay, finally interceptors will call for every request. Okay, in this case I have 2 interceptors. That means which interceptor will call at what time. It will call parallelly or one by one. How it will be, we can see now. I enable both and run the application again. Now see the output. Start time. Okay, start time in the user interceptor, then start time in the admin request interceptor. Again controller, depends to controller, then total time taken admin interceptor, then normal interceptor, that is user interceptor, total time taken. Okay, what that means finally? What does that mean? If we have multiple interceptors, see the diagram. If we have multiple interceptors, what will happen? First in the request is generated. Here in this diagram, we have 2 interceptors, interceptor 1, interceptor 2. Okay, in our code, we have 2 interceptors, user request time interceptor and admin request time interceptor. So in the 2 interceptors, we have a common logic: pre-handle, post-handle, after completion. Pre-handle, post-handle, after completion. So when it will call what time? For every request, first it will call interceptor 1 pre-handle method. Then it will go to interceptor 2 pre-handle method. Then it will go to the controller. If we have multiple interceptors, okay, whatever way we register, same way it will call first pre-handle methods. First interceptor pre-handle, second interceptor pre-handle, third interceptor pre-handle methods, like that. Then it will go for finally controller. This controller we are hitting. Then while returning back, it will come as a reverse. Okay, last register interceptor post-handle, then before register interceptor post-handle, then response. Then it will call a after completion from reverse order. Okay, if we have a multiple interceptors, what is the behavior? If we have only one interceptor, what is the behavior? This is very simple. Just follow this diagram. Okay, you can understand easily. Just do this example. I already uploaded. Okay, just do this example. Try this and try to remember. First point is, you want to execute some logic for every request before and after completion of the request. You can use the interceptor. How to create interceptor? How to create? Take a class, implement and the interceptor, and override these 3 methods. Okay, in the configuration class, just use this method to register our interceptors. Okay, simple topic. It's a very simple topic. Try to practice. Okay, by tomorrow, if you have any doubt, ask me. Okay, so mostly tomorrow I'll start Spring Boot. Here only I'll cover JPA and Spring REST, along with the Spring Boot features. Okay.